So, we are actually trespassing on these grounds today, and here at the Upton Mansion. So, when I first learned about this building and its legacy regarding the BIMA, I did a lot of digging on my own. Found a lot of beautiful nuggets of history, but I wasn't. I was only able to go but so far. There's only but so much you can find online. So I seeked, I sought out assistance from. I got some help from the African American newspapers here in Baltimore, and they had a lot of articles that were written and published regarding the history of the Baltimore Institute of Musical Arts here at the Upton. The Baltimore Sun, I believe, covered a few stories as well. I don't think they covered as many as the Afro-American newspapers. Photographs, full articles, who the music teachers were, who the admin was, how long it lasted, the money that was put into this place for the conservatory. I mean, this was all pre-desegregation. This was all pre-Brown versus Board of Education. And these bits of information, who started it, who was on the admin, was there a board of directors, who the teachers were, we should be able to drop these names left and right. I'm not an expert at all by any means on the history here, but I'm passionate about it, and so I try to learn as much as I can. I've been trying to learn as much as I can over the years. Got an old flagpole here. So this is the carriage house. It's boarded up right now, freshly boarded up, but last year we were able to do a photo shoot inside. And there's a chalkboard along this side of the building on the wall here. I imagine there were classes here, music classes, when the Baltimore Institute of Musical Arts was here. I believe we're in the Upton neighborhood. So this was open last year as well. Now that's freshly boarded up, but boarded up since the last time I was here last summer, 2014. It's really beautiful inside, actually. I mean, this whole site was a conservatory of music at one time. This was like the Black Peabody, basically, is what it was. There's been a lot of different things over the years. At one time it was a radio station, stopping ground for the Underground Railroad. It was a private residence in the 19th century, the BIMA. At one time, Baltimore City used this site, I believe it was an admin office. I mean, there's a lot of history here. Me personally, the history that I'm the most interested in, of course, is the black history of this location.
And nobody know who wrote it.
Amazing
Grace.
Oh.
And nobody know the real name of who wrote it. Yeah, I'm an avid reader. That's what I do mostly, you know what I mean? But here's the history. It tells you everything about this area. And this is called West Side Neighborhood. And this is the Upton area you in. And this is Upton Street you're on. See, that's Upton.
Okay.
And you're on Upton Street. Tells you everything about that house, all the other houses that's around the corner up the street. And I wish this wasn't. Tell you how they used to do it. You know, all these churches, you have 7 churches in 4 blocks. You know, you can count them. Even when you look down, you know, you got 7 churches, right? Got 1, 2 up there. You have 2 down there. And then here, this used to be an old, where the blacks used to wash the laundry. And it was an old building right there on that corner somewhere where they knocked it down. Here, the Upton Mansion was by a merchant. And he built those little houses for his indentured servants. And it's in here. Pennsylvania Brewery here. And what he did, all of those houses were for the professionals among the black indentured servants. It was like a teacher lived in there, a doctor, a dentist, a pastor. That row of houses right there. And what he did, he used to just look up out of his window at the top of that thing to see the ships come through. These houses was built in 1862. If you give me a chance, I can find it. It's all in here. That's how I know. You know what I mean?
I first learned about this place because I read about the Baltimore Institute of Musical Arts, the African American Conservatory of Music that was here.
Right.
That's the history that brought me to the history.
Okay,
of the
not
whole
only
mansion.
that, in 1960, that was also the country music station WCAO.
That's right. Yeah.
And then after that, they turned it into some public whatever. Because if you go inside, I think it was public commissioned to the city, like state workers or whatever, and they couldn't knock it down because it's a landmark.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, even up to right now, they was talking about selling off landmarks, but you really can't sell off landmarks. Now, you can lease them to people or let people build in them, but they got to stay in code, and there's certain things they can't do. Mm-hmm. And when they're done with it, it goes back to the city.